In this video, we're going to look at team selection for Game Week 23. We'll have a quick look at any transfer plans, how I got on in the previous week, and also any long-term chip strategies. Lots to get through, so let's take a look. Hi fantasy managers, welcome to FPL Team Talk. So like I said, a lot to get through in this video. We'll have a look at team selection for Game Week 23, what position my team's in at the moment. We'll have a look at the fixtures, who to target, who I think captaincy might be on for this week, which is quite tricky. I do think this is a very difficult week to judge what to do. And then I'll look at some longer term transfer plans for players I want to definitely bring in. How am I going to get there? Chip strategies, all that good stuff. So remember guys, hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. If you enjoy this sort of content, there'll be team selection videos coming out in the future, watch list, transfer tips, wildcard videos, all of that stuff. So click on subscribe, hit the like, and let's have a look. On screen we have the fixtures for Game Week 23. Then we have a full set of fixtures, as you can see. Some interesting games, always, isn't there? Manchester United, West Ham, I suppose, sticks out, and you've got that Chelsea Spurs game. Liverpool go to Palace, where obviously Salah got his hat-trick last year. Arsenal, Burnley, is that one to target? I guess the big one to target is Southampton at home to Man City. Man City against anyone seems like a really good place to start with any sort of captaincy or teams to target place. But we'll have a quick review of how I got on last week, have a look at my transfer plans, look at chip strategies, will I be using any? Let's crack into it. So last week, Game 22 was okay. Got a really small red arrow, went from about 179,000 to 184,000. De Gea in goal just made a bit of a difference. I'm not going to break down the scores. Captaincy went on Moura. His double game was completely knocked out straight away, so he didn't get any goal involvement. Looking back, I nearly went for Fernandes. Worried about his minutes. That's what put me off. But hey ho, everyone's sort of wise in retrospect. Moura, I could never judge a decision on its outcome. So Moura seemed like a reasonable and sensible decision given his fixtures. As soon as that game was called off, suddenly it looked poor. But I got one free transfer moving forward then. 8.4 million in the bank, so I've got a humongous amount of money because I went down, obviously got rid of Salah a few weeks ago, then when Son was injured down to Moura, so I've got a lot of money in the bank. Options, I certainly do have a few. Let's have a look at what team I'm going to be coming up with. It seems for the first time I've got a decision in goal to make. De Gea is my regular keeper, Foster's back now, and he's at home to Norwich, so even at this time, within 24 hours of the deadline, I'm unsure who to play. I think if I don't ever play Foster at home to Norwich, I'm not sure when I would. West Ham score goals. Man United couldn't keep one against Brentford. That was frustrating. De Gea is good for those save points, but I feel like I might go Foster. Home to Norwich. Just think of Watford. Norwich just don't score enough goals. Manchester United don't look that solid at the back. They're not conceding many goals, don't get me wrong, but West Ham just have the ability to score against anyone, it seems. So I wouldn't be massively surprised. Who would I back? West Ham to score at Old Trafford or Norwich to score at Watford? I think I'd back West Ham. Tight one, that. I don't know which way to go. Either decision I make, I think it could just be a flip of a coin there. So I'm going to possibly go Foster with that one. Diaz, Cancelo, Diaz, hopefully back in the side now against Southampton. Cancelo, you expect to play. Good fixture, hoping for a clean sheet. Rudiger's someone I'm going to have to get rid of, but he plays this week. I don't see any point taking him out. Plays every week at home to Tottenham. The way they sort of dictated and dominated the game the other week against Tottenham in both games, in fact, in the Carabao Cup. Hoping for a clean sheet there. And then Trent, he's away at Palace, so he definitely gets the nod. In midfield then, I have got great. He came a couple of weeks ago, been a bit disappointing, as has Everton, but they still have great fixtures. He's still in the side, looks one of the most dangerous players, so he sticks. Really budget player as well. Jota absolutely plays against Palace. Jarrod Bowen away at Man U, he's just like the form player in the division at the moment. He absolutely has to play and start. So Jarrod Bowen in midfield. Up front, Dennis at home to Norwich seems like an absolute no-brainer. Antonio, again, same reasons for Bowen away at Manchester United. And Ollie Watkins away at Everton look like the obvious choices. Means on the bench, I'm benching Kufau. West Ham just don't seem to be able to get a clean sheet. Moura away at Chelsea doesn't. I don't fancy that much. Gallagher, I mean, he's been brilliant. I'm not going to get rid of him any day soon. But he at home to Liverpool, I just feel like he's the obvious choice. There's no standout captaincy option in this side either at the moment. I'm just not entirely sure who we'll go for. Very rarely do I go for a defender, but Cancelo seems to be an option there. Do I go for Jota away at Palace? That's another one. Don't know. I'm going to have to really consider it and think about, wait for team news and press conferences to come out. I've got one transfer. What do I do with that? I've got a number of options. Let's have a quick look at them. Who to target? Well, that Southampton game does feel like a game to target. I'm unsure. I'm unsure about whether to target Southampton. Southampton has actually, when I dug into the facts in the past, yes, they've conceded a lot of goals. When it comes to playing some of the top sides, they drew at Man City 0-0 earlier on this season. Not many of the top sides score goals against. I remember looking at Manchester United after they beat Leeds 5-2, and everyone was piling on Fernandes, and it was 1-1. Southampton were unlucky in that game. I just feel Southampton, when they play with their defensive formations, they no doubt will against Man City, they can be quite a stubborn side to break down. So I'm genuinely unsure about going KDB in that Man City game against Southampton. I do think he's got some great fixtures target. I'm unsure. I could go to him. Not going to take a free hit. I don't feel I need to at this moment in time. There's nothing to be gained doing a free hit now. I've still got 2, so I feel like 183,000. I've still got a decent position with those free hits. Certainly not going to wildcard, though I have plans to get to the side I want after this international break. Then I could wildcard after that. And then there's a transfer window. So bearing that in mind, with the wildcard, I think I'd rather see what happens at the end of this international break, the end of the transfer window, then I can position myself a bit better. So there's always the option of rolling this transfer after that international break. Moura could definitely come out and I could bring De Bruyne in. That's an option. It seems like the sensible thing to do. The other thing I could do is take out Rudiger and bring Digne. That's something I want to do longer term as well, but it doesn't feel like I should do that right now because of that fixture that Rudiger's definitely going to be playing. Have to bear in mind that in week 25, 26, Salah's got away at Burnley at home to Norwich. I want him back for that, absolutely. The other thing I've got as well, in game week 24 and 25, I think after the Southampton game, De Bruyne's got a home to Brentford, away at Norwich. So great fixtures again. So could I possibly get both of those players? That's what I'm looking at. Salah and De Bruyne. I could move Jota out and go to Salah. I know his price is 8.1, but I bought him at 7.7, so I'll have to sell him at 7.9. I think when Salah comes back, Mane comes back, Firmino's fit. I'm not sure Jota gets those guaranteed minutes that he is at the moment. Depends how well he gets on, but there's always that rotation risk with Firmino. And then what I could be doing is going from Moura to De Bruyne as well. I would have to, even with the Rudiger down to Digne, I'd have to find another 0.7 million to get to it. So that's going to be a problem. I don't know where to go. I could go Kane, sort of Jacob Ramsey or something like that. But I love the pair of them. That just looks brilliant. Okay, guys, let me know what you think. I'm unsure about who's going to be captain right now. I might bring in KDB. Do you think that's a good idea? Who are you going to go for? Thanks for watching, guys. Speak to you soon.